Okay, good evening. This is the post-game press conference for the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 Asian Qualifiers. Second round game between New Zealand and Saudi Arabia. New Zealand has beaten Saudi Arabia 110 to 63. Saudi Arabian coach Johan Royakers and player Hazim Aljour have joined us. So may I please ask you to switch off your mobile phones. The press conference will be conducted in English. Coach, can you please give me your comments about the game?
Sure. Well, first of all, congratulations to New Zealand. I think they deserve this win. They came out ready to play. Obviously we know when we play a team like New Zealand and they're bringing it, it's tough for us to stay on track with them. I think they did a really good job of forcing us in turnovers and converting the turnovers. I mean, 26 points on turnovers against 5 from us. That's the difference in the game. We will try to see what we can learn from this game. I think it's always good to play against high-level teams because you can really see what your weaknesses are. You can see what you have to work on. And then we're going to travel tomorrow to India and see what we can do there.
Thank you. If you could give your comments about
that. First of all, I want to say Alhamdulillah. Congratulations to New Zealand. And I think the difference between the today game is we turn over a lot of ball in the first quarter, and we give up the lead. And in the one-on-one defense, we get beat a lot. But this is for us to wake up and for the next game show up in India. It's a lesson for us, and we need to learn from it. And that's it. Inshallah, we're gonna bounce back.
Thank you. Any questions from the floor? Okay, thank you. This is the end of the first part of the press conference. We'll be back soon with the New Zealand team. Thank you both.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so welcome back to the second part of the post-game press conference. We now have with us Coach Pero Cameron and player Jordan Nartai. Coach Cameron, can you please give us some comments about the game?
Yeah, look, we got off to a really good start in that first quarter. We got up into double digits, and the big fella for them got into some foul trouble. And we were lucky. We hit a lot of threes. And unfortunately they didn't early, so we were able to get that lead and create some scoreboard pressure. Obviously really happy with our performance.
Jordan, if you can give us your thoughts.
Yeah, no, I think we did a good job coming out. Came out with a lot of energy. Our big focus was coming back in that second half, just making sure that they didn't get a run, because last time in Saudi they came back and had a 24-9 quarter. I think we did a great job kind of stopping their momentum to gain anything. But yeah, no, the boys did well.
Thank you. Any questions?
Where does that win rate in terms of your qualifying in this campaign? Is it right up there with tonight's performance?
Look, it's tough. We had a little talk about it and kind of thought about our last tour where we got, we lost 2 games, and I don't think we've ever lost 3 in a row, and that was really tough to kind of swallow the last window. And then I think it showed on some of our boys and the way our assistant coaches and staff went about it that we knew we need to get this win. And it's not over. It's a 2-game series. The second one against Lebanon and Wellington on a Monday night, and it's about being prepared for that. So the job's not done, but it's a little bit of relief we were able to get tonight's win, especially after the back end of the last tour.
How impressed by the second half were you, given that you guys had such a big lead? Sometimes teams do a bit sloppy, but the guys played some good basketball to the end.
It's funny you say that. We played Saudi last time. We were in a similar position, up double figures, and they were able to eat into that lead in the first 5 minutes of the third quarter over there. They've got some tremendous athletes, and they've had a long trip over here, and we know what it's like to try and back up after a big trip. But yeah, it's a good feeling to get that win and move on.
How difficult is it going to be for you when you have to name your 12 for the World Cup? I mean, some of these guys that today in this series have really stepped up. You're missing a whole lot of your sort of top names that aren't available for this series. Like, how difficult do you envision that going to be later in the year when you have to pick that 12?
I think it's a good thing, having a lot of choices. We always want our players available for these windows, and I know how much it means to them. But we've only returned to basketball in the last year and a half, so I understand where they are, and they're all professionals and they've got to make ends meet. Just as long as our comms are pretty good, and so far it's been really good. It's exciting.
I feel like All Blacks basketball's in a pretty good place. I mean, it's going to be pretty tough to pick that 12, wasn't it, given the depth of New Zealand basketball at the moment?
Yeah, we've still got a lot of things to navigate that are in front of us. It's February, and they're still finishing off the Aussie League, and then our New Zealand League starts, and so you got all of that, and then we start to come together. I think that last week in the NBL finals. So it's exciting and it's close, and we still got to wait on a few things.
And how much of a step up will Lebanon be on Monday night? They've obviously been.
Oh, they're tough. Yeah. They're tough. I don't remember the last time. Every time we played Lebanon, I think the last 2 we've lost, and they've been tough games. And they're a good team. They're really tough at home. They're really tough on the road. And I think the last time we played Lebanon was a close one in Rotorua. So really looking forward to this challenge.
Jordan, could I ask you, you're one of the veterans of this All Blacks team. What's it like for you when you see these guys like Sam Whitenberg come in, and some of these other fringe guys maybe haven't played a huge amount of international basketball? They're all taking the chances. It must be great to see as one of the vets in this team.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I think this is probably first time in a long time where New Zealand basketball has had a great depth chart in basically every position. Especially guys that have been in the States and then making a good enough impression during the Aussie NBL. Like Sam had a great Aussie NBL, deserved everything. I think he's done great to kind of bring that to the All Blacks and to get under the eyes of PC, Fitchy and everyone else. I think it's been great.
Can you sort of feel like when you step on court how tough it is to make that 12? I mean, it seems like just everyone in the teams are really fighting for those spots, and it's going to be a really tough period to pick this 12 later in the year.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, but that's what you love about it. That's competition. I know for myself that I've got a lot to do to try and get that 12, but I love it. Like, it's awesome. I get to compete against these guys, but also hopefully get to be teammates with these guys as well. So yeah.
Awesome. Boys, you got anything for me?
All good, all right, thanks everyone. Post-game press conference is over.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Is this yours then?
Pete. Awesome, thank you. Guys, if you want to stand up here.
You got a photo? Good job, everyone.